we go. Oh no. Do it again. Today's episode is sponsored by Tables for One. The more confident that you feel about it, the weirder people feel seating you. I purposely did not talk about fashion and beauty during the 8 years in the White House. I was afraid it was going to take over everything. Michelle Obama. Insert theme song here. This is the Daily Starcast. I'm Lindsay Vernick. I give you the news and maybe a laugh. I'm Lindsay Vernick. Oh my God. Okay. How do I fuck up my own intro? This is the Daily Starcast. I give you the news and maybe a laugh. I'm Lindsay Vernick, and it's October 29th, 2025. Hi guys. So today I'm recording on TikTok, and I'm just like confusing the shit out of myself. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to look at myself, and I'm also trying to read. And no. I'm trying to figure out where I'm recording and where I'm not recording and what's going on, and it's just a shit show. So if you're not watching this on TikTok, good for you. Don't look at it. So in real news, 25 states and DC are suing Trump and friends after they announced that food stamp benefits would stop November 1st because of the government shutdown. The USDA says its emergency fund isn't legally available during the shutdown, which is convenient timing considering it's apparently still legally available to pay border agents, troops, and farmers, just not people who need to eat. About 42 million Americans rely on SNAP. That's 1 in 8 people, and the average benefit is $180 a month. And the average benefit is $187 a month. The states say cutting it off is not only cruel, but illegal, since Congress made food stamps a permanent program back in the 60s. They're asking a federal court to force the government to keep the program running using its $5 to $6 billion contingency fund, which could at least cover partial payments. Meanwhile, Trump's team says the well has run dry, blaming Democrats for not funding the government, while governors from both parties are scrambling to prevent what one official called a major hunger crisis. So basically, the government shutdown has gotten so bad that people are now suing the federal government just to keep people fed. But sure, let's keep arguing about whose fault it is while millions of families are wondering how to buy groceries in the next week. Air traffic controllers just missed their first full paycheck of the government shutdown, and they're warning that flying might start getting a little less friendly skies and a little more hope your pilot's in a good mood today. The Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, admitted most controllers can survive 1 missed paycheck, but not 2. So if the government keeps dragging on and the people driving your plane might be hungry, exhausted, and considering DoorDash as a side hustle. Controllers are legally required to keep working without pay because they're deemed essential for public safety, though apparently not essential enough to actually get paid. They're started handing out flyers at airports asking passengers to call Congress because that's how desperate they are. The FAA is already short about 3,000 controllers, meaning even before the shutdown, everyone was overworked. Now morale is tanking, staffing is tighter, and a few major airports have seen delays and staffing triggers, which sounds like code for please don't all call in sick at once. Officials keep swearing flying is safe, but when the people who keep planes from colliding start worrying about rent, maybe it's time to land this shutdown. Texas is suing the makers of Tylenol because apparently it's trendy. Attorney General Ken Paxton claims Johnson & Johnson and its spin-off company, Kenvue, hid information that Tylenol can cause autism when taken during pregnancy, a claim that was very pushed by Trump last month and still very much unproven. This is the first state lawsuit to after Trump's latest medical insight, joining his previous hits like bleach kills COVID. Scientists, doctors, and basically everyone with a degree says there's no solid evidence linking this drug to autism or ADHD, but that hasn't stopped Paxton from turning a pharmacy aisle into a political battleground. The science? Decades of studies show mixed results at best. The most comprehensive research, including a study of 2.5 million kids in Sweden, found no link once genetics were factored in. The FDA and the European Medicines Agency both said the evidence is inconclusive, which in scientific terms translates to, please stop asking about this. It's not a thing. Still, Paxton, who's running against Senator John Cornyn in the GOP primary and never met a Trump talking point he didn't like, filed the lawsuit in a conservative Texas county where the odds of sympathy are higher than Tylenol sales during flu season. Kenvue and Johnson & Johnson say they've done nothing wrong. And yes, they've warned everyone about liver damage, the real risk. The companies call the claims baseless and politically motivated. Meanwhile, medical groups are furious, saying this lawsuit could actually scare pregnant women away from the only pain reliever that's actually considered safe. So to recap, Trump says Tylenol causes autism. The Attorney General of Texas sues him for saying that. Scientists roll their eyes about all of this, and the rest of America just wants to know if they can still take something for the headache caused by all of this. In Lindsay life, I went out by myself yesterday to happy hour, and I ordered oysters alone, which was literally amazing. Okay, they were $1.50, which was insane. And I could eat all of the oysters that I wanted to without having to awkwardly tell the person that I was sitting next to, you can have the last one. It's okay. I don't really want it. When all that I want in life is to eat the last fucking oyster. Things I'm thinking about. How literally anytime I repeat an outfit, I literally have a voice in my head that says, Lizzie McGuire, you're an outfit repeater. Cooking tip of the day. If you didn't TikTok it, did you really cook it? Feedback, comments, questions, a nice Jewish boy looking for a date? Email me at lindsay@thedailysarcast.com. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you guys soon. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on the podcast. And I'll talk to you guys soon on TikTok.